All right, folks, we have a new reveal to take a look at today. This is another big collector's edition Harry Potter set. Now, listen, I normally don't like taking a look at new Harry Potter reveals. I feel like a lot of the sets are kind of repetitive. It's just, here's another segment of Hogwarts that's tan and gray. Here's another segment of Hogwarts that's tan and gray. But these collector's edition sets, the bigger ones, as much as I hate to say it, even though they're absurdly expensive, I enjoy taking a look at them because they've got a lot of effort and uniqueness to them, and sometimes it's something that hasn't really been done before. We have gotten a Burrow in LEGO before. I think this is the second one, but we've never gotten one to this extreme of a scale. So this is interesting to me. For those who don't know, the Burrow is essentially the Weasley's house in Harry Potter. It's a very interesting and dynamic looking house. This model here has 2,405 pieces, retailing for $260, coming out on September 4th. So let's just get some first impressions here, kind of get a sense of what we're getting here for that $260. My first impressions, I think it looks really good. It looks like The Thing, right? You've got the basic house on the bottom, and then kind of this extension going up, and then obviously on the front right there we have that sort of tilted, mangled portion of the house that's being held up by stilts, which I've always thought is just such a fun design choice from those who created this in the Harry Potter universe. Obviously, we can tell right off the bat we've got a whole bunch of the Weasley family here, and we have, it looks like, an owl there as well. My first impressions here, I kind of actually like how few studs are on the side. It's crazy how many tiles they went with. It's a super interesting choice. Here's the box art, obviously not too many different things to see there. Just has that basic black box. Here is what's really interesting about The Thing, and what I'm most interested in. I've always been a guy who loves interior on whatever model you're looking at. I love the interior of models, so I love taking a look at interior for LEGO models as well. I think the bottom portion is definitely what's most interesting here. We have, I'm going to mess up the name, so I'm not even going to try, but it's that fireplace that can teleport and apparate wizards from place to place, and it looks like they're using that sort of elevator, and you twist that knob there, and I'd imagine it just raises the minifigure up into the fireplace itself. Over here on this side, it looks like we kind of have a dining area with some various seats. And an attic, I guess, or at least the first attic, and then you keep going up, you've got a bedroom with a very tilted bed, another bedroom up here with it's a very small room, not a whole lot of space in there. It looks like a bathroom right here, and then up there, it's hard to really see, but I think we get a closer look at that. Overall, I think the bottom floor is pretty decent. It's really hard with the way this model is shaped to really fit a lot of interior on those top floors. I mean, it gets real slim up there, so I can't really blame the designers too much. Here we can obviously see that it raises the figure up into the actual fireplace itself. This is kind of interesting to me. There's actually a knob right here, and I'm assuming that when you push that in, it actually washes the dishes. And that's kind of like how in the movies, the dishes essentially wash themselves via magic. So that's a fun little feature to include. Here's a closer look at that kind of tilted bed. This, I'm assuming, would be the parents' room. Not a whole lot of space in there at all. I guess it works. There's really no floor space. You've just got a bed, and that's that. So here it looks like is Ron Weasley's room. He's got a bunch of little trinkets there on the shelf on the side. Looks like a Gryffindor poster, or maybe that would be for the Triwizard, not the Triwizard tournament, the Quidditch World Cup, I think, right? Yeah, probably. Ron Weasley's room, though, it's all right. It's small. All of the interior space is going to be pretty small here. It's not actually that big of a model, though. I mean, you look at it here, it's maybe about the size of a modular, only it's going to be slimmer than a modular and not as bulky in terms of parts within the interior and all that sort of stuff. So it's overall going to be smaller than a modular, maybe similar in size. Here's a closer look at kind of the dining area, which is about what you'd expect. Closer look. Oh, that's interesting. So it looks like there's a knob right there, and you can actually turn what I'm assuming is the grandfather clock. So that's a fun little feature to include, I guess. This just gives us, I guess, a shot of one of the family members. Here's a better shot of that bedroom. There's a little bit of floor space on the side, I guess, but really not much in the way of standing space for the minifigures themselves. Here's another bedroom right here. This one I think is kind of hidden in the back compared to there's two bedrooms. I didn't even see those in the initial interior. I think they might be kind of hidden in this portion and you can't necessarily get to them without taking off the roof. So that's kind of interesting. And here's what it looks like on the shelf. It's a good looking model. I enjoy the way it looks. I think it's smaller than I expected it to be just compared to the figures, but it is a good model. I can't knock the designers for the work that they did. Here's the back of the box. Not really too much to see here. We can maybe get a sense of some more of the interior, some more of the features, but overall, it's not bad. We have one quick video to take a look at here, lifestyle video, so we'll take a look at that real fast. It'll just kind of give us a sense, a little bit of the building experience. We can see, obviously, it's very much hinged to get to the inside, which is to be expected from what we've already seen. Yeah, it's not the biggest thing in the world. There's that elevator feature. It looks like there's a rubber band being used for the dishwashing feature. Lots of stickers in this thing too, I'm seeing. Lots of stickers, hardly any prints from what I can see. Let's look at the figures real fast. This is the best view that we're going to get of the figures. Hold on. Bring me back to there. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's going to be blurry, but they've got pretty much the whole Weasley family from what I'm aware of here. We've got the Mr. and Mrs. Weasley over here. I'm not really familiar with what the older brothers' names are, but I know that's Fred, that's George, that's Ron, that's Ginny, and of course we get Harry Potter himself. So there's no antagonists in this set, no Death Eaters or Bellatrix Lestrange or anything like that, but we get the Weasley family and Harry. So I think that's all that you could really ask for. Overall, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. For the price, I'd like to see it a little cheaper, but, you know, it's licensed and all that sort of stuff. $260 is about what I'd expect in 2024, so I guess I can't complain, but I can't be too happy about it either. Let me know, though, in the comments below what you think of this one. If you like it, if you don't like it, why or why not. If you made it this far, clearly you liked something about this video, so make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button as well. I do appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.